The woman was supposed to be the rich heiress of the family, but she was treated like a maid instead. She had to cook and clean for everyone every day. Even her own parents disliked her. Her brother knew she was allergic to mango, but still forced her to drink mango juice to please the adopted girl. Their mother didn't stop him. She even poured the juice herself and handed it to her. The woman refused, but the mother signaled her brother to make her drink it. Seeing their shameless faces, she felt utterly cold inside. Soon after, she had a severe allergic reaction. She rushed to the bathroom holding back the pain. Looking at her red face in the mirror, she finally saw the truth. She wasn't their daughter, just a maid in their eyes. Then her brother knocked on the door, saying he had arranged a pig farmer to marry her. That was the final straw. She decided to cut ties with the family, packed her bags and left the house. But once outside, she had nowhere to go. She couldn't understand. If they never loved her, why did they give birth to her? And now they abused her like this. It was freezing outside. She curled up in the snow on the street, until a CEO showed up and held an umbrella over her. The CEO saw how pitiful she was, and said he would take her away. She froze in disbelief. The CEO then calmly said he wanted to marry her, and at her most helpless moment, she agreed to the marriage. Even though she knew the CEO was engaged to the adopted girl, the CEO believed the real engagement was with the real heiress, not an adopted daughter. His family was pressuring him to marry, and she had nowhere to go, so they agreed to marry and got the certificate. After coming out, she tripped into his arms. She quickly pushed him away, but he stared at her in awe. He brought her back home, and the servants had everything ready for her. When she changed into new clothes and came out, the CEO was stunned. He had never seen her so radiant before. She was touched. It was the first time she wore clothes just for herself. The CEO smiled and said she could wear anything she wanted from now on. Hearing that, she said she wanted to go to grad school. The CEO supported her immediately. She went to find her old professor, but ran into the adopted girl and her brother at the building. They saw her new look, and instantly made snide remarks. The adopted girl said she was shameless. Her brother said she was a disgrace to the family. She ignored them and walked away. But the professor was still angry. She had high hopes for the woman, but the woman had suddenly dropped out. So when she returned, the professor told her to get lost right away. The woman felt so many emotions. She knelt down. Just then an assistant rushed in, said the siblings from her old family wanted to see the professor. Their new perfume project had problems, and they needed help. The professor sneered, said they ruined the woman's life for money, and now dared to ask for help. But the siblings barged in anyway. The brother saw the woman, and tried to speak on her behalf, asking the professor for help. But the professor told the staff to throw their stuff out. The brother got mad, demanded to know what she meant. The professor said they came in without permission, and acted wildly in front of the woman. Even if they begged, she wouldn't help them. The brother shouted, said the woman must have talked bad about them behind their back. That's why the professor refused. He even pretended to be generous, said as long as the woman apologized, she could come back home. He warned the professor not to miss out on the huge profits because of her. But the professor coldly replied that she treated the woman like a daughter, and would never betray her for money. Even if the woman had no family, she still had her professor behind her. The professor told her to focus on her studies, and ignore the noise. The brother then said,